Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this Dell. This is a Latitude E6530. Okay, so this one we're going to be upgrading with some RAM and SSD, and then we're going to install Windows 11 on it. I know this doesn't usually support Windows 11, but we have a way to bypass the system requirements, and then we can install it anyways. Right, so anyways, first thing we're going to do is remove the battery. So to do that, pull these two tabs to the side. They should stay outwards. If they don't, you might have to hold it outwards. Then we're going to go ahead and remove the battery. So lift from back here, just like this. Okay, and there you go. The battery model on this is M5Y0X right there, sorry. Okay, so if you replace your battery, that's how you would get the battery model. But you could also just search the model of this and then battery on like Amazon or something. If you need a link, just let me know. I can send an associate link and it will, it'll help me out a little bit. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and get the rest apart. So, to get to the RAM, pretty simple. We'll first take out the optical disk drive, push that in, it pops out. You can pull that out, okay. I'm not 100% sure if we even need to actually pull this out to get that out. It doesn't look like it actually, but well, we'll just do it anyways. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and get the hard drive or SSD out here. Okay, so there's two screws holding this in place. Get those two screws out. Keep them in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. Okay, once we get those two screws out, we should be able to just slide this out. Yep, there we go. Alright, and then we're going to have to transfer this stuff over to the new drive. There's one screw on this side, so we're going to remove that screw. Okay, once you remove that screw, you can swing it over this way. Okay, and then push it out. There's a little nub there that sticks into the other screw hole. Okay, let me actually zoom in a little bit. And then you have these rubber things that we're going to have to peel off, so we'll peel that off. Alright. To make it so we don't get mixed up, I'm going to leave this drive here, and let's go ahead and open the new drive. Okay, so new drive we got here. The customer just wanted very minimal, so we got a 480 gig 2.5 inch SATA SSD. All right, if you want to know where to get this, just let me know and I can help you find one. All right, so put it the same way. Okay, the rubber piece, you want to make sure that this is sitting down flush on top of the drive. Okay, all the excess space will go on the back or top side here, as you can see. All right, so we'll do the same thing with the other one. Okay, make sure that's flush down, otherwise the connector won't go on right. Okay, push that together so the adhesive kind of holds it, and then we'll line up the little dimple thing into the screw hole there. Okay, and once you get that side in, oh, why is it being weird? Wait, what? Did I flip it or something? No, that should be right. Why am I not able to line? Oh, there we go. Okay, line that up. Okay, I don't know why I was having a hard time with that. That's weird. Okay, and then get this screw in. Very simple. And that's it for prepping the drive. We'll set that aside for now. We'll install it in a bit, okay? So we'll set that aside. Let's go ahead and zoom out. Oops, you don't need to see all the junk on my desk. Okay, let's go ahead and get the bottom cover off now. So the bottom cover, it's very similar to the other one I did, I think. There's only 3 screws. I don't know if we have to remove the hard drive one, the keyboard ones. Actually, are there only 2? Okay, we'll remove this screw. We might have to remove the keyboard screws in this case, but we'll see. Okay, so I'll get this screw out. Yeah, I think we're going to have to remove the keyboard screws. So then there's these 3 keyboard screws. We'll remove those as well. Okay. And the third one. Alright, now that we got those out, we should be able to pop this off. I'm going to try using this area here, yep, to pull that. Okay, and then we're going to work our way over. And here we go. It swings up like this, wiggle it, and there we go. And actually, I think this already has 16 gigs of RAM, so we're going to leave this one alone. Okay, we don't need to upgrade the RAM here, but I'll kind of show what's inside. So let me get a thumbnail here. we go. Okay, we're just going to quickly look at the internal components. All right, there's the CMOS BIOS RTC real-time clock battery here. Red wires going towards the outside, the black wires going towards the middle of the laptop. Wireless card here. If you want to remove the antennas, you go from the tail and pull up, but I'm going to leave them in. Sometimes they can break from trying to take them out, so I don't want to mess around with that. All right, there's extra ports here. Let's see, anything else to look at? LCD LVDS connector. If you're going to mess with this, you do want to open the laptop and hold the power button for about 15 seconds after removing the battery to make sure there's no power left on the board. 2 screws, and then it has a little pull tab. You can pull it up. Usually these are hard to pull up, so I usually get under with my fingernail as well and pry it up. But again, you have to remove those 2 screws first. DC jack charge port connectors right there. Leads to here. That's a very nice design because if you break it, then you can easily get it out. It looks like you don't have to take any more of the laptop apart to get to that. Okay, you got the fan connector here. If you want to take those out, you might have to take the whole computer apart. There's some more metal plates here, but we're not messing with that. All right, we also have, again, the RAM here. To remove those, you pull these 2 tabs to the side, it pops up, and then you can pull it out. All right. But we're not really doing a RAM installation there because it already has 16 gigs. There's a little connector here, which I'm not sure what that's for. But yeah. All right. And okay, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to show in there. Let's go ahead and put the cover back on, put the hard drive SSD in, and that should be pretty much it for now. All right. Oh, I will show like the starting up the Windows 11 process. If you're wondering how to make a USB that can boot and install Windows 11, even though it's not really supported, there's a USB tool called Rufus. That's the one that you would use when you get the ISO from Microsoft, and then you use Rufus to put that on the USB. Once you tell it to like start creating the USB, it'll pop up with the options to remove the system requirements check and things like that. So yeah, all right. If you need help with that, feel free to let me know. I'll make a video of that eventually, I think. Anyways, there's the CD optical drive. Push that in and then click that in. Also, if you want, you can use the optical disk drive port to install another hard drive. I know a lot of people no longer use optical disk drives, so that's a useful thing. All right, and then we got this. We're gonna go ahead and slide that drive in. If it doesn't go in, as you can see, it's having issues going in. It might help to flip it upside down so that way the gravity can pull the connector into the right position. But let me see here. Maybe something's not lining up right. Should be right. Sometimes the rubber piece doesn't get pushed properly into place. And then we'll have to try again. It looks like we have everything lined up right, so let's try again. There we go. One other thing is sometimes you want to kind of rotate the drive so that the connector back here goes higher up towards this, or I guess closer towards this, not higher, because if you have it upside down, you want it to go lower. But anyways, let's go ahead and get the screws back in for that. Probably going to need to get the charger to power this thing up. There we go. We got those screws in. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and get the last 2 screws in, get the battery in, and then we'll go ahead and start the Windows installation process. All right, there we go. Get the battery in. So the battery, you go in at an angle, same way you took it out, and then click it down. And these should automatically slide back into the locking position. I don't know why this one's slightly outwards. Oh, I guess that's all it goes on that one. Okay, we'll flip it over, power it back up, and we'll see. We got the little USB that I created with the Windows installer. Get that in. Oh, why is this all sticky? Ew. Okay, anyways, we'll go ahead and power this up. And we'll press F12. Actually, let's press F2 so we can change the BIOS. Actually, we'll start with the install first just to see if it has the same weird issue as the other one. Okay. So F12 to go to the boot options. And we're gonna boot. Oh, okay. So this thing probably has been sitting unplugged for a long time, so the date and time screwed up. So we're gonna have to set that up as well. So we'll go to F2. Oops, BIOS setup. We're gonna go down to date and time. I don't know if you can see what's going on, but we'll go there and we'll set this up. What is it right now? Today is September 23rd. It's 1:34 p.m. So September 23rd, 25, what did I say? 1:30, 1:35. Okay, so there we go. That's good. Then we'll exit and we'll press F12 to change the boot options to install the OS. Assuming, okay, it did turn itself back on. We're pressing F12. Okay, one-time boot menu, and now we'll go to UEFI SanDisk boot, press enter, and it should do the installation. And that's pretty much it. We'll just go through the usual Windows 11 installation process, accepting and agreeing to whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. If you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well, because that's what the algorithm likes to see. Other than that, I also have another channel called It's Been Reviewed and More. If you could subscribe to that one, same profile picture but more zoomed in because it's a close look at random stuff, that would help a lot. Okay, but yeah, other than that, I'm gonna plug this in so I can finish working on the Windows install. I'll show you up to the part where I can set it up just to show it's not having the compatibility issues with the USB I created. But here we go. Okay, so I got the first screen. I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna go next. Okay, I'm gonna agree to everything. Sorry, agree everything will be deleted. Go to next. I don't have a product key right now, so we're gonna have to go to that. The customer wanted Windows 11 Pro, so we'll get the key later. But let's go ahead and plug this in. I want to make sure everything works okay before I go and buy product keys. We're gonna go down to Windows 11 Pro. Let it install, and yeah, here we go. Accept again. Oops. Accept. If you're wondering how I'm like doing it without a mouse, you push Shift Tab and that makes it select the previous thing instead of selecting going in a cycle. All right, so we have the unallocated disk space, which is the SSD, and then this is the USB. So we're just going to press enter to install on the unallocated new drive. If you're using a used or old drive, you want to delete all the partitions to start new. Don't try and install on top of stuff that's already there because that can cause errors. Okay, so here you go. We're going to go to install now. And there we go. All right, hopefully this video helped you guys out. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, let's drop this. Bye.